Starting a project involves gathering as much information as possible to ensure clarity, alignment, and success. Here are some thoughtful questions to ask during a meeting to kick off a project. 1. Project goals and objectives. What are the primary goals of this project? How do these goals align with the organization's overall objectives? 2. Scope and deliverables. What is the scope of the project? What are the expected deliverables? 3. Stakeholders and roles. Who are the stakeholders involved in this project? What roles and responsibilities will each team member have? 4. Timeline and milestones. What is the projected timeline for this project? Are there any critical milestones we need to be aware of? 5. Budget and resources. What is the budget for this project? What resources, human, technical, financial, are available or needed? 6. Risks and challenges. What potential risks or challenges do we anticipate? How do we plan to mitigate these risks? 7. Communication and reporting. What will be our main channels of communication throughout the project? How often and in what format will progress reports be delivered? 8. Success criteria and evaluation. How will we measure the success of the project? What criteria will we use to evaluate the project's outcomes? 9. Dependencies and assumptions. Are there any dependencies that could impact the project timeline? What assumptions are we making about the project? 10. Change management. How will changes to the project's scope or objectives be managed? Who needs to be involved in decisions about changes? 11. Collaboration and team dynamics. How will the team collaborate effectively, especially if remote work is involved? What team building or alignment activities are planned to enhance teamwork? 12. Technology and tools. What technology or tools will be required for this project? Are there any specific platforms or software that the team needs to be familiar with? 13. Training and support. Will any team members require training or support to contribute effectively to this project? How will such training or support be provided? 14. Feedback and adjustments. How will feedback be collected and used to make adjustments during the project? Who will be responsible for implementing changes based on feedback? 15. Post-project review. Is there a plan for a post-project review or debrief? How will lessons learned be documented and applied to future projects? Asking these questions can help ensure that all aspects of the project are considered, responsibilities are clearly defined, and the team is aligned towards achieving the project's goals. When kicking off an IT project aimed at creating an enterprise CRM system, focusing on specific aspects that cater to software development, team dynamics, and stakeholder needs is essential. Here's a tailored set of questions to consider during your initial meeting with the project team. 1. Project understanding and objectives. Can everyone share their understanding of the CRM project's goals and objectives? How does this project align with our broader business strategy? 2. Stakeholder analysis. Who are the primary stakeholders for this CRM project, both internal and external? Have we identified the specific needs and expectations of these stakeholders? 3. Scope and features. What are the core features and functionalities we want in our enterprise CRM? Are there any unique requirements that distinguish our CRM from existing solutions? 4. Team roles and responsibilities. Given our team of 7, How are we defining each person's role and responsibilities? Do we have all the necessary skills covered, or do we need to consider additional resources? 5. Timeline, milestones, and deadlines. What is our tentative timeline for the CRM project? Have we identified key milestones and deadlines? 6. Technology and infrastructure. What technology stack are we considering for the CRM development? Do we have the required infrastructure in place, or do we need upgrades? 7. Budget and resource allocation. What is the budget for the CRM project? How are we allocating resources, including budget, personnel, and tools? 8. Risk management. What potential risks do we foresee in this project? How are we planning to mitigate these risks? 9. Communication plan. What will be our primary communication channels throughout the project? How often will we hold meetings, and what will be the format for updates and reports? 10. Quality assurance and testing. What quality assurance processes will we have in place? How are we planning to conduct testing throughout the development phases? 11. Data migration and integration. Do we need to consider data migration from existing systems? How will we handle integration with other enterprise systems? 12. Training and user adoption. What is our plan for training staff and ensuring adoption of the new CRM? How will we collect feedback from users and incorporate it into future updates? 13. Project documentation. What documentation will be required throughout the project and for handover? Who will be responsible for creating and maintaining documentation? 14. Change management. How will we address and manage changes to project scope or objectives? Who will be involved in decision-making for significant changes? 15. Post-deployment support and maintenance. What plans do we have in place for post-deployment support and maintenance? How will we manage updates and enhancements post-launch? This comprehensive set of questions is designed to ensure that all critical aspects of the CRM project are considered, responsibilities are clearly defined, and the project is set up for success from the outset.